Hey guys, welcome back. We are just about done here with level 1. We are on our last command for the Sue's training levels. And this week is the Zen command. Now the criteria for the Zen command is the dog must stay away from a treat in the handler's hand for 5 seconds. There can be only one voice cue, which will be given before the hand is presented. So she likes to use the word Zen. I was almost confused when reading this one because she doesn't say the word leave it at all. But that's essentially what this command is. So instead of going ahead and teaching you this Zen command that she has, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I do and how I teach leave it, because it is a little bit different. So go ahead, you have the link to her website. It's down below if you lost the link on her blog. Go ahead and read it and see how she teaches you to do her Zen command, or a leave it, essentially is what it is. But I'm going to show you in this video how I like to teach leave it, and I like to teach it in 3 steps, and I will go ahead and show it to you right now. Alright, so teaching leave it, I typically teach this one out without a clicker just because there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff you have to handle, so adding a clicker makes it a little too complicated. So you teach it in 3 steps, and you want to master each step before moving on to the next one. Typically about a week is what it takes. So first one you're going to do is take your treat, put it in the palm of your hand, and you don't want to have it super low, and you don't want to have it super high above their head where they can't even see it. So you want it just below nose level, like where you're going to touch their chin almost. Thank you. So you want just that nose level. Good girl. When they try to get it, you're going to have to close your hand really quickly and just hold it closed. And you will repeat the leave it. This is going to be one of the only commands you're going to repeat when you're teaching it, but it's going to fade out very quickly. We want to make sure that we don't do 2 things. First, we don't want to pull away or pull up. We just want to close our hand. We don't want to move our hand. Sometimes it helps to have someone watch you to tell you if you're pulling back or pulling up, because sometimes you don't even know. You just want the dog to succeed, so you try to help them. But you don't want your hand to move. It's going to be right there, and you're just going to close your hand quickly, say leave it. As soon as you can, as soon as you possibly can, you're going to open your hand back up again. So when it's done and they got it, it's going to look like this. Leave it. Yes. Take it. And you can add a take it in there, or just say yes and then feed it to them. So you're just going to put it down, say leave it. Yes. Take it. Or without the take it, leave it. Yes. And just move it towards them. Now at first, they'll probably be licking your hand. They could be pawing it. Young puppies even try to chew or bite your hand a little bit, like gnaw on it. Try to ignore it the best you can. If you have a puppy that has really sharp teeth, as puppies do, and they try to bite your hand, you can say ow or ow in a really sharp tone and pull away, just so they know that the game's not going to go on if they do that. If it's really bad, you can walk away. If it's really bad, you can walk away, or just take the dog on a walk or play some fetch with it to try to get some of that excess energy out before you start this game. So once you have mastered the palm, next thing you're going to do is you're going to place it on the ground. So you're going to take one piece, and it's easier if it's kibble or a hard treat, a bigger treat that you can see. and you want to have another treat ready to go, because you are not going to feed them in this step the one that is on the ground, because we don't want to create a dog that has a 2-second leave it and then just goes and eats it after they left it for a couple seconds. So you're going to put it on the ground, you're going to say leave it, yes. Now as you can see, she knows it, so she immediately looks up at me. A lot of times you will not get the look up at you until you're like at the 3rd step is when it typically starts to click in their brain to do that, yes. But if you do happen to get it, make sure you reward it heavily, even jackpotting, which is where you give several treats right in a row, 1, 2, 3 typically. And then as soon as they leave it, so you're going to put it down, you're going to say leave it, they're going to leave it, reward with your other hand, and you're going to pick this one up, because a lot of times they'll try to go for both. As soon as they eat this one, they're going to dive right down and get that one on the ground. And you're going to just slowly build up. So leave it, yes, pick it up, and again, leave it, yes, pick it up, leave it, yes, pick it up. And then after they really got it, you can do a double leave it. And you kind of want to have a goal by the end of a week or end of 2 weeks, you should be able to get to 5 treats on the ground. So it's going to look like this. Leave it, leave it. You want to say leave it for each new one because you need to tell them to leave the new one. Leave it, leave it, leave it, yes, and then pick them all up. To make it harder, you can go closer to them, leave it. You can try doing the on their paw. If they're sensitive on their paws, they probably won't do it, but you can, it's a cool thing to try. Yes, good job.